There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable. There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked. More signs that a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you.
You got me.
This looks like a person. Could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? Is he praying to something? That's... Why is the statue of the Seven hanging upside down? And the statue's hands... Paimon remembers they're normally holding an orb, but this statue is holding... What is that? Paimon has a really bad feeling about this, and the Grand Thief hasn't moved an inch. Hello? Are you okay, mister? He's dead. Paimon doesn't feel so good. Let's get out of here, and fast! Now what? We can't stay here! Quick, run!
You can't keep up with me.
You cannot spy on the secrets of the Abyss. You have come here. You have seen our secrets. As a herald, I will mete out your punishment.
An Abyss Herald?
Dainsleaf. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests that stumbled in here by mistake. So, you are with Dainsleaf. Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere for a long time. The Abyss is unstoppable.
Starfall!
Abyssal roar!
Dodge this!
This power, it seems familiar. I see. So it's you. You are the one. In that case, I shall stay here no longer.
What a tough battle! Are you okay? Oh, such a strong enemy. Who knew the Abyss Order had monsters this powerful among them? Huh? What is it? What are you thinking about? Oh, right, yeah. We're near the exit now.
So, we meet again.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you would...
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly appeared and blocked our way! We fought a big battle with that thing.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed.
Let's go! A rare opportunity?
Freeze!
No escape!
Frostbite!
Those Abyss mages just now. Were they trying to ambush us?
No. They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking for something of value.
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here seems to like doing that a lot too. Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits, you know, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't be searching for such ordinary objects. In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because Abyss mages often come out from that ruin to explore. They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object to take back to the ruins. However, they look disappointed, so it would seem they haven't found it yet.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters of the Abyss, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the entire Abyss Order. One cannot discover the truth behind it through interrogation. Or rather, these Abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Paimon is getting goosebumps.
All right, we shouldn't waste too much time here.
Let it rip! Oversee there! Hey!
You're in for a little
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. Seems wherever we
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of seeds planted long ago, just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just the connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means incidental. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
branches. Roots? What do you mean exactly?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Khaenri'ah.
Huh? Khaenri'ah? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the destruction of that nation? Oh. Speaking of Khaenri'ah, that's really a super ancient name. Oh, right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation of Khaenri'ah was... Huh? You have memories of being there. But that nation was destroyed 500 years ago.
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, so I shall not pry into yours. But if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khaenri'ah you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh?
I see. So your first memory after coming to
It seems your brother woke up first. But
And then your brother told you that the destruction of Khaenri'ah plunged the whole world into chaos.
the destruction of Khaenri'ah? He said that?
That destruction you witnessed, it seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
So your brother must have understood this world better than you did.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path.
Oh, Paimon knows this part, really.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Khaenri'ah. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Teyvat,
If that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books before going to Mondstadt. You had just looked at some vague materials. So the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Khaenri'ah so you could find your brother? Oh, yeah. You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7.
I probably know more about Khaenri'ah than both of you. Khaenri'ah was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin with. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization. It was the pride of humankind.
A nation without a god?
Later events unfolded just as you remember.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Khaenri'ah. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to know as we continue our search.
Over there! It's more ruin guards and abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from Khaenri'ah. So, did Khaenri'ah have a lot of ruins that needed to be guarded?
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500 years ago. These Ruin Guards were known as Field Tillers by the people of Khaenri'ah.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The people of Khaenri'ah like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This is how the Field Tiller came about.
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding tilling.
After the destruction of Khaenri'ah, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Teyvat, perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time.
That sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose.
This one will be frozen in time.
Huh? This abyss mage dropped a talisman.
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it.
Engulf the faith of the enemy in flame, and bring glory to His Highness the Prince.
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of Fate, initial operation. The Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or...
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally from the horrible feeling Paimon? So Dane, what message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin. And I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror incident. Though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this one.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile?
No. From the contents of they won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely transform Osile's body.
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a bait, and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the Seven.
The eye of the very first field tiller?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated.
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled statue, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to...
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this plan. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down in...
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing. Let's get... A huge statue. A grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Anemo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though. Does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Anemo Archon. And actually, the Anemo Archon is... never mind.
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any time. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and ask around.
I should warn you about one thing. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
Honorary Knight! Hi, how have you been? Do you need anything today? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre to Hermel again, we cannot oblige.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something, but...
What's that? Field tiller.
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that!
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night without it. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven. Of course.
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange stories? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside, it's...
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in...
The Tyrant's final fury!
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt many, many years ago. There was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached old Mondstadt.
Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying!
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the Tyrant's final fury. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own. Right. Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven.
It's okay. Thanks.
There's that pointless word, thank you.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for certain. Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right. We'll go give Master Jean a hand.
Oh, okay. But please, everyone, be careful.
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation? This could very well have something to do with the defile.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway?
No, that's not like... Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in...
There sure are a lot of enemies around here.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are.
Yeah, let's go. Huh? Why not?
It has nothing to do with wolves. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. Besides, you're the one people like. There's nothing special about gods anyway. It's just my opinion, but you shouldn't place too much trust in them. Even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them.
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you one final fact.
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Canrea by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business.
Up, there we go. What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You up at the rite of dissension in Liyue. You're...
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! Rosaria told us that...
Then your help is greatly... I just scouted out all of Wolvendom. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order and...
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin.
Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, Honorary Knight, this god's spirit... Okay, be careful.
Look! Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You, not welcome here!
You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory. If you serve us, we can restore your divine power. Lies. Lie.
What the heck is this ceremony? Oh no, is this...
Wolves never surrender! But this can't go on.
No matter how many times you resist us.
Cool it! Don't get frostbite.
Surrendering will be gentle.
The ceremony was interrupted. How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable.
It disappeared again!
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
human Lupica, but still, the
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas's mind?
Thank you. In the future, my claws must get sharper. You smelled danger and came here?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's notes doesn't even know what danger smells like. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about too. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf Guide.
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. It entered into my proving ground by accident, but it could not think. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the...
Missiles. I do. It could spin, leap high into the air.
Fireballs? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first... It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass, but in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground.
Don't know.
Yes, you were a big help. Thanks. We need to keep investigating something super important.
Yes, I smell more danger. You too. Also, be careful.
Well, there was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane. Dane, there you are. Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, if I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations. But back to the matter at hand. I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister.
Ah, Paimon gets it. After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, then, whenever anyone got close, back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! This is it, right? Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing? What's going on?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow! It's
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Huh? You?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hand. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it.
Oh,
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the church get involved.
destroy it? What?
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
So after all that running around, again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh, such a scary place.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue.
You sense correctly. You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsleaf. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. Oh, and something far more dangerous than we are the same.
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence you!
This
Could that be?
Lumine.
Wait! He just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald. Your brother? And the Abyss?
Lumine, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your brother knows Dane?
Ether. We meet again.
What's going on here?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Ether.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man Dainsleaf was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into the monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy...
Yes, of course. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Lumine. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
They left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. That's right. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. First off, that Abyss Herald called your brother Prince. It seems like your brother is leading the Abyss Order. Also, your brother said that he wants to engulf the thrones. Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned, and Dane is from Conria too! So that's why your brother said that Dane is his enemy, right? But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, also, how come after all this time we've spent searching for your brother, it turns out he's on the side of the Abyss? Yeah, you're right. Then we can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. If your brother wants you to reach the end of your journey, show him what you're made of. Come on, traveler, let's go.